confidential. To all SIA field directors, from Operation Headquarters, Rome, stop. Please advise whereabouts of one Alexander Mundy. Stop. His services urgently required in connection with political unrest in Tuscany. Stop. Strongly suggest flush out thoroughly all areas connected with fancy clothes, fast cars, money and gambling, and pretty ladies. In other words, where there's high life, there's Mundy. Stop.
And the tension continues to mount along the Soviet-Sinai border, with both sides accusing the other of repeated border violations. Thus far, Washington has remained silent, but informed sources reveal that the White House lights have been burning well into the small hours of the morning. It is expected that all of the United States... should there be future escalations. The news is a service of the Armed Forces Network Europe, your public information station overseas. And now, melodies to liven up your lazy afternoon.
Al Mundy, you're dead.
Let me get this straight. You want me to steal?
Oh, no.
I'm glad to see you too, Alexander.
How did you find?
Can I tell you about it later?
Laurie, there isn't going to be any later.
You don't mean that.
It's nothing personal. But I happen to know, love, that you're up to your pretty little neck in a lot of trouble. And you can tell Washington that I don't want any part of it.
I promised you not to tell Washington, and I didn't.
Well, London.
I didn't tell London either. I came to you on my own.
Well, then, Rome. Why don't you just pretend that you didn't What's the matter?
Is that your boat?
Yes, that's my boat.
Well, okay, take me for a little ride. Come on.
Laurie, believe me, I don't want to get involved in this. Wild horses couldn't get... Are you kidding?
Think of them as wild horses with loaded guns.
She had help. The one with her. I've seen him before.
The man in the marketplace.
Whoever he is, he'll regret having himself involved in this affair.
much choice. The boat's leaking.
Can't you fix it?
This may come as a big surprise to you, but you see these small fishing boats, they don't come with patch kits for bullet holes.
No?
No. Now, will you come on?
But it's 30 miles to the next village. We can't possibly walk there.
Will you stop talking and come on?
We can't keep walking like this. They will come by and find us. Nobody will pick us up.
Having a good time?
I suppose you want some kind of explanation.
Oh, no.
You're entitled to it.
You can owe it to me.
I want to tell you that I did not want to involve you. Tell you that
Laurie.
from the very first...
Laurie, you don't get the message. You see, every time you're around me, it means trouble.
That's not fair.
Well, it may not be fair, but it's true. You remember what a shambles you made out of my first job for the SIA?
Not my fault.
I almost got killed.
But you didn't. You survived.
That wasn't your fault either.
Picky, picky.
Well, I can see where we're just going to keep going around in circles until I let you lay the whole story on me. So come on, Laurie. Let's have it. What happened to you this time?
Remember when I first met you at the market? Well, 2 men were following me. It all began on a train. From Paris to Rome.
Laurie, it's me.
Alexander.
Now, what kind of a greeting is that for two people who once...
Oh, I'm sorry, but you startled me.
Something wrong?
No, nothing is wrong. It's just, where are you staying?
Oh, I'm not staying here. I'm just on my way through. I'm going down to Porto Santo Stefano to do some fishing. But, I could reconsider.
Oh, I wish I could ask you to, but...
I know. Same old Laurie. You know, if you wouldn't keep letting the SIA come between us, we could, have a pretty good number going. You do remember?
I do remember.
Then why don't you put yourself in my tender, loving, caring hands for about 3 days and promise me you'll stop thinking about spying, shooting, and ducking bullets. And I'll turn you on to the best vacation we've both ever had.
For 3 days in your hands?
Yeah, just let old Al take care of everything. But no SIA. Promise?
I tell you what I do. If I can make it, I meet you at Porto Santo. If not, here is my address in Rome. Hang on to it, will you?
What is this, Laurie?
I have to run now.
Laurie? What?
Excuse me.
Laurie, tell me you didn't.
Al, I'm afraid I did.
Here. It's all yours.
Al, I'm in trouble. I'm in very serious trouble and I need help.
Look, I don't care what kind of trouble the SIA has gotten you into. Old Al is off duty, gone fishing.
You're making a very big mistake. It may interest you that I carry documents vital to the peace of the world.
That's their mistake.
Al, I know it's all very complicated, but this has to be delivered to Rome by tomorrow afternoon, and there are no agents in the area I can turn to. Only a thief.
Terrific. Me, huh?
I'm sorry I involved you now, but after all, you know, these people who are after me have seen you already.
Well, maybe I could talk to them, convince them that, Oh, you're beautiful. Beautiful. You did it again.
I'm sorry, Alexander. We have to be very careful now. If they have a chance to kill both of us.
You may not last that long.
They can't have gone very far. We'll get them.
Be careful. We've got to get some help. We don't know how many men they've got in this area.
All right, let me make the telephone call and know the area codes. Posso telefonare, per favore? Grazie. Pronto? Pronto?
Amico.
Posso avere Roma?
Grazie.
477 122.
La Pinta? Signor Nicholas, telefono per lei.
Thank you.
Pronto.
Laurie James.
Where are you?
I had to leave the train. I was being watched.
How soon can you get here?
What?
How soon can you get here in Rome?
Rome is impossible. You have to meet us. We need help.
Us? What happened?
I picked up a little assistance, but it's not going to be enough. We are being followed.
I don't like it, Laurie. I don't like it one bit. It was supposed to be a nice clean drop-off. Now you're telling me you've been followed.
You don't have to like it, Nicholas. I'm doing it the best way I know how. Nicholas. You're one of the sweetest person I've ever met.
I'm sorry I'm late. I had to make a special stop for my favorite girl.
Oh, Nicholas, you're really one of the sweetest person I've ever met.
I don't know how sweet you think I'm, Laurie. Not want to tell you about something.
Is it serious?
Yes. Yes, it is.
Oh, well, in that case, you'd better let me finish my drink. That's the least I can do, don't you think?
Well, I guess I should just say it and be done with it.
What is it you want to tell me?
Laurie, I want you to know how I feel.
I know how you feel.
You might change your mind.
Are you going to tell me that you're married?
It's another woman. It's a system.
My rival is a system.
Laurie, are you still there? Laurie, are you still there?
Yes, I'm still there. I have to go now. Are you going to help me or not?
All right. I'll meet you in Tarquinia in the morning.
Tarquinia, that's 60 miles from here.
But you can't stay one place, not if not tracking you.
All right, then. I'll see you there tomorrow in the morning. Goodbye.
Marines on the way?
Not exactly. Airport, bus depots, train stations all being watched.
Well, what did they suggest, a balloon?
That we keep moving. Tomorrow morning we'll have help if we ever make it to Tarquinia.
If we ever make it. Is that the way they put it?
That's the way I put it. I'm not going an inch further without having something to eat.
All right, so I'll get you something to eat. Three guesses. The ones who were following us?
We better move on. Better move on.
They must have called for help.
Yeah. Which makes me stop to think, why is their side so much better organized than our side?
I'm hungry.
Well, we haven't got time to eat.
I told you I'm not going another step further without having something to eat.
Well, suit yourself. But if those boys are any good, they'll have every road covered around here within an hour. I'm going to be long gone. Gotta get us some transportation.
Alexander Mundi, you're not going to steal another car.
Don't be silly.
You're a Seafal, Mundi.
Thank you.
What would your family say if they knew you went around stealing motorcycles?
My father'd be very upset.
Of course he would.
He's never stolen anything smaller than a Bentley.
Roger. They're coming.
You?
It's their job to know it. They are killers. They probably know you too.
I'm giving you 5 seconds. They won't get far in that thing. Now, you two track them. Ramsey, I recognize the one who's with her. It's Al Munday. He won't give up easily. You'll probably have to kill him.
Mm-hmm. Well, we won't have to get too close.
This is your territory. Are you sure this is the way to the main road?
Positive, just go on.
You know where they're going? It's going to work out the same way, whatever they do.
Well, you did it again.
I'm sorry, Al. I thought it was clear sailing.
Sailing is the right word for it.
What do we do now?
How's your breaststroke?
Thank you. What's wrong?
Nothing.
Nothing?
Well, something, but we'll talk about it later.
When are we going to eat, huh?
Will you stop thinking about food? Hunger's bad for your figure.
What's wrong with my figure, huh?
It's not moving.
They're smart. That makes it interesting.
You enjoying this?
She's a defective. She knows what to expect.
Well, it'll be getting dark soon. They could slip through.
Well, maybe he could, but she's been traveling for 3 days. She's got to stop sooner or later. We'll be waiting.
The truck and get out of here.
But we won't be able to stop for another couple of hours as long as we are here. Why shouldn't we?
A woman's logic.
Is there a chance?
Sure, there's a chance.
Can you do it?
Look, I'm the best. I've stolen diamonds bigger than the Star of Africa, crown jewels that could dump a dozen countries, and enough paintings to pay off this country's annual wine bill. But this, huh?
This will be another milestone in your career.
That it will be. Wait till my father hears about this one.
Wait till your father hears about this one. Go on, huh?
I'm surprised at you, Munday. You needed a car, so you walked right into the only farm within 10 miles. What would Noah Baines say?
He'd say you were good at tracking.
Uh-huh. Now what is that? We're stealing chickens this season? Isn't that cute? Okay, Munday. We all know what a big man you are with the ladies. Where's the girl?
Did you fix it? You know, I think it's very nice of the farmer that he has loaded his truck with all that wine. I wish he only would have been thoughtful enough to include some cheese or bread. How long do we go without talking?
You really think we have anything to say to each other?
Everything.
They were SIA, Laurie. And you knew that all the time.
Yes, I knew that.
Well, why didn't you say something about it?
What difference does it make? When it comes down to a certain level, aren't both sides very much alike? We all cut from the same cloth.
You're sure nobody uses this road, huh?
I don't think so. It was used in the last war.
Why did you do it?
I don't know.
Come on.
A man. You know, all important things in life start with a question. Are you going to tell me that you're married?
It's another woman. It's a system.
My rival is a system.
Laurie, I know what you are. What I'm trying to tell you is that I work for the other side. I have the same job as you. The system I belong to is communist.
How long do you know about me?
I just found out. My people saw that I was getting involved with a Westerner. They're on a check. Usual thing. They found out who you work for. They think I may be a double agent.
That means you may be in danger.
My superior has all the evidence he needs to finish me.
But it's not true.
Doesn't matter. He's an ambitious man. And greedy.
Greedy?
Money. Swiss bank account.
No, I don't think I understand.
He wants $100,000 from me to pay for his silence.
But that would make him a traitor.
One opportunist. As he puts it, he's giving me a chance to prove that I'm not on your side.
How?
By getting something from you. Something special that our side is willing to pay for. He would arrange the payment to you. You could give it back to him. Under the table, through me.
Nicholas, I don't believe what you're saying.
I'm not saying anything. I'm just telling you what's going on. Just in case, just in case something happens.
It wasn't even love. It was something else.
What do you mean by something else?
He bought me flowers.
Oh, come on, Laurie. A girl like you doesn't sell out for flowers.
Wrong. That was my prize. It took the right kind of man to see it.
And what kind of flowers were they? Solid gold roses?
No. Inexpensive flowers, wild flowers. He didn't want to buy me. He wanted what's inside of me.
It's all part of the package, love.
You're very cynical.
You're very beautiful. Why does that bother you?
Because it doesn't last forever. And because a woman being beautiful, it's all that's important to the SIA. And it's all that's important to most men. I want something more.
Did you find it?
I guess I never really know. He wanted something after all, but it's not of his choosing. I bet my life on it.
You are, Laurie.
And now you are too, Al. And for no reason. Why do people always fall in love with the wrong people?
I don't know. Sure seems to happen, though, doesn't it?
Did it ever happen to you?
Well, let's just say that the jury's out on that.
You're lucky.
I hope so.
Don't you think we should keep going? To Tarquinia, I mean?
Yeah. I think we should keep going to Tarquinia.
It's my fault. I should have brought the papers here myself. But she's always been completely reliable.
Well, I'm sure you did what you thought was best.
To just disappear like that.
My dear Peter, the girl's record is unblemished. I've no reason to believe that she has done anything other than to delay her arrival in order to protect the documents.
We had our men on the train.
But not with her. And apparently she wasn't able to get to them for help. She probably had no choice but to leave the train and go it on her own.
I hope you're right.
Oh, I'm sure I am. Peter, has the girl any idea of the value of the documents?
No. Well, no, I don't see how she could have. I mean, it was sealed and...
To me, every mission is important.
This one is special. You'll be carrying material which could be sold in the open market for who knows how much.
You tell me.
Maybe $100,000. And well, the point is, it brings in an element of great risk.
I'm not a courier, Sykes. Why do you send me?
They won't suspect you. They'll be watching our usual traffic routes. We've already had one of our regular men intercepted.
Intercepted?
We found him dead this morning. Laurie, he was a decoy, while you're the real thing. They'll try and stop you.
Perhaps she's dead already. Perhaps she's dead already.
Somehow I don't think so.
Then you must consider the alternatives.
Are you suggesting...
Why, no, my dear Peter, no. But we must be aware of all the possibilities. In the meantime, I think it'd be advisable if you went back to Tuscany and checked with your men and see if they've found any signs of activity from our side. Or any other, if you follow.
Ah, yes, of course. I'll leave immediately.
Oh, by the way, has Monday telephoned you yet? He's in your area.
No, nothing.
Strange. They knew each other once, I understand.
Yes, they did.
It's curious, the whole thing.
Yes, it is, isn't it? Well, goodbye, Charles.
Goodbye, Peter.
You're late. I was beginning to think we'd lost you.
Don't worry about losing me. Everything's going as planned. Maybe even a little better.
Better?
The girls picked up some help.
I know. She already told me. I've arranged to meet them in the morning in Tarquinia.
How convenient. Let's drink to a very warm reception for Mr. Monday and Miss James in Tarquinia.
Mario, il solito.
Wake up, Laurie.
Alexander, where are we? This doesn't look like Tarquinia.
It isn't Tarquinia, baby. It's Rome. And the only chance I've got to get you out of this mess.
Alexander, you promised me to get me to Tarquinia to meet...
To meet the SIA for help? Come on, Laurie, why don't you be honest with me?
All right. So ask for Nicholas to help us. What's the difference?
One small little matter, I believe they call it treason. It goes hand in hand with the death penalty. You were planning to give Nicholas the pouch. Hold it. I'm sorry, but I'm not going to let you do it. You may not care what happens to you, but I do. And I wouldn't go running off if I were you. I've got the envelope, baby.
You thief.
And you can't get to Nicholas without me.
But I promised him.
I didn't. Now, are you going to trust me to do this my way?
Do I have a choice?
None.
Really? This is most interesting. Show him in.
You don't have to call in any reinforcements. I'm here under a white flag.
Not your usual dressy self, I see. What are you talking about?
You don't have your people out all over the map looking for me?
Well, yes, as a matter of fact, we do. It appears that one of our most trusted agents is missing. Someone you know. Won't you sit down? And we thought perhaps you might be helpful in us trying to track her down.
Laurie James.
Well, it appears we are on the right track after all.
You're right on the nose. I came here to make a deal for her.
A deal?
You were worried about these? Getting into the wrong hands?
Do you know what this envelope is supposed to contain?
No, I don't. And I just as soon keep it that way.
Well, I'm afraid you're going to have to. Just so that you can appreciate the predicament that I'm in. You know that the Russians and the Chinese have been having some serious border disputes?
Yes, I'm aware of that.
Well, it appears that the United States government is very anxious to know her allies' views on this matter, and that this envelope contains their decisions.
I don't think I understand.
Don't you? It's really very simple. Someone has violated the seals in this envelope and removed the contents, and substituted that. I've been suspecting a leak in this region for some time, and that confirms it.
I can't believe it.
What? That Miss James should use you? Why not?
Am I under house arrest?
Do you think you should be?
What about Laurie?
If you know where she is, I suggest you try and persuade her to give herself up. It's her only chance.
How is she supposed to get in? With your agents having orders to shoot on sight.
We don't work that way, you know that.
Have you spoken to your people from Paris?
What, Peter Sykes' region? He left here less than 8 hours ago.
And he didn't mention anything about Laurie James or myself?
Only that she dropped out of sight. You too, for that matter. Why do you ask?
Let's just say that this is my week for fishing. Am I free to walk out of here?
We can always find you, sooner or later. You know that.
Thanks for the conference.
Monday. Try and persuade her to give herself up. It's her only chance. Get me Paris.
You're hurting me.
I'll do a lot more than that. I thought we agreed that you were going to start leveling with me.
I've told you the truth.
You don't know how to tell the truth. Now, what did you do with those documents?
I don't know what you're talking about. I gave them to you.
It was empty, Laurie. Empty. Now, will you stop playing dumb?
Alexander, I'm sorry, but I don't know anything about it.
And stop being sorry. How long do you expect that to work? What do you want me to believe? That they dispatched you without the documents in that pouch?
I don't care what you believe. If the pouch was empty, it must have been empty from the very beginning on.
That doesn't make any sense.
Well, why don't you ask Sykes?
Sykes?
Yeah.
Was Sykes the one who dispatched you?
Yes.
He was the last one to handle the security pouch before you and the first one to start shooting.
What are you talking about?
Laurie, do you think you're up to keeping that appointment in Tarquinia?
Is that your plan? To get us off by exposing one of their side? No, Alexander. I want to go there, and I want to tell Nicholas that I tried to help him. I don't want to betray him now.
I don't think he'll be there.
He'll be there.
I think he's been using you from the very beginning, Laurie. I think he's setting you up to walk right into a trap.
I don't believe you.
Then come with me and prove that I'm wrong.
Alexander, we're supposed to meet Nicholas at noon at Tarquinia. It's now 11 o'clock and Tarquinia is 100 kilometers from here. We are never able to make it.
Not with that old truck.
Give me 2 minutes to check the area out.
He'll be there.
Thank you, Alan.
Laurie?
Hold it right there, Miss James.
No, he wouldn't. Nicholas, run!
Laurie. Laurie. Laurie.
Why did you run? Huh? I was so sure. You were right.
I wasn't right. I guess he knew we were coming to get him. Easy, baby.
At least I was right. He was there.
He was there.
You know, he was the only man who ever sent me flowers.
Laurie. Somebody take care of her.
Where do you think you're going?
Come on along and find out.
What are you doing here? Now listen, my men can get here any minute.
The girl is dead. Bet you didn't get Monday.
It doesn't make any difference. The investigation over the security leak will stop with her death. I'll continue to be able to function for you. Though I think we should discuss a slight improvement in my arrangements.
You couldn't have lasted 2 more months without this girl as a scapegoat. And you couldn't have framed her without me.
You want the contents of this pouch to be our last transaction?
The money is in the safety deposit box. Usual amount. I'll see about an increase, but you must promise me that the man is handled.
Don't worry. Everything's going as planned. Now, will you get out of here, Nicholas?
Make sure you get Monday.
Why don't you try to handle it yourself, big man?
You realize he's expendable.
Yeah, I realize that.
Monday, you do make things easy, don't you? This isn't the first questionable move you've made. I find it hard to believe you're so foolish.
I took one little precaution.
And what was that?
I didn't come alone.
Sykes. It's all over, Monday.